welcome to my next video in which we will make pumpkin lantern, and the inside of the pumpkin I won't throw away, but I will make from it an October pumpkin pie, which will be something what you could expect to get on a feast in Hogwarts. I have here a bowl in which I will be putting the inside part. I'm trying to get as much of the pulp as possible, but at the same time the walls of the pumpkin must stay strong enough. Okay, so this is the result. I think that it looks very good. So now I will be using the part I took out of the pumpkin, and here I have pulp from which I will be making pumpkin puree. There are two ways how to do it. One is to boil it in small amount of water and then to blend it, and the other, which I will be following, is to bake it in the oven and then to blend it. That's because my plan is to make a pumpkin pie and I want to avoid too much watery consistency. These seeds can also be used. I will firstly boil them for 10 minutes and then I will also bake them. It will be very good crunchy snack. I will just put the pumpkin on the baking sheet. I don't need to cut it anymore because it's already on pieces. Pumpkin seeds on the baking sheet and I will add them to the oven. They will be there for about 20 to 25 minutes. I have the puree ready and it's very hot. It needs to cool down completely, which is a good opportunity for going on a walk and buy some ingredients which I need for pumpkin pie making. This puree can be used both salty and sweet. It's basis for many recipes for pumpkin soup. Yes, and I will be also trying to make pumpkin spice latte and use this to make pumpkin spice syrup.
We saw some strange things on our walk. Dead wood, swamp, strange mushrooms. We were looking for some migrating fishes, but for some reason there weren't any.
ink caps, and they are very tasty, but they must be used the very same day they are picked, because they very effectively turn into liquid, into ink, and only the small ones are good. The big ones, when they have black edges, they already taste a bit inky. I'm now going to do baking of the pumpkin pie. I already prepared here ingredients for the dough. I will make classical butter pie crust, just using flour, butter, cold water. I put some ice into the water so it would be really cold. Then pinch of salt and 1 teaspoon of sugar. I will take a small piece of the dough and put it on the side, and I will use it later as a decoration of the pie. I put on the dough baking paper and beans, and the beans will prevent the dough from elevating because there is a lot of butter. So I will put it now into the oven just for 10 minutes. Then I will let it cool, and meanwhile I can prepare the pumpkin filling.
I added into the pumpkin puree my favorite trio of spices: cinnamon, cloves and gingerbread seasoning. Then I added brown sugar, cornstarch, eggs and whipped cream. I mixed everything together.
Now I have all the parts ready. I will put the filling on the pre-baked dough, then I will arrange on the top the mushrooms. So now I will put on the dough the filling. Maybe I will put there the mushrooms later, because I think that they would drown in the pumpkin filling. So now I will cover it with foil and put it in the oven. I will half time bake it with the foil, and then I will remove it and finish baking. I got now a better idea. I will bake the mushrooms separately, and then I will arrange them on the baked pie. I think that this will work for sure, and maybe this is how it should be done, I don't know, but this is my plan. I put them just to this small circle, which is the bottom of one cake form, and I will put it also to the oven. I put the pumpkin pie out of the oven, and I put it here on the kitchen desk to cool down. Now it's already 10 o'clock in the evening, so I will leave it here during the night to cool down, and we can take it for the morning coffee. Here we have some autumn snacks, pumpkin seeds, which I made from the pumpkin I used for lantern. They are very good. And here some nuts. last creation from pumpkin will be homemade pumpkin spice latte, for which I will firstly need to make pumpkin spice syrup. I will use pumpkin puree, which I still have some left from yesterday. Then I will need water, brown sugar and spices. It smells so good. I very much like the combination of these spices. Now it's done. I reduced the amount of water by slow boiling, and this is the consistency. I will now let it cool and use it then for my pumpkin spice latte making. I will put it on the balcony because now it's already quite chilly, so it will cool there faster. I will prepare the pumpkin spice latte together with the pumpkin pie, and I was searching why it has these cracks on the surface, and I found out that it's because I overbaked it. That when the egg protein shrinks, it can create these cracks. So if I would now do it again, I would do the edges of the dough higher so the filling would stay inside, and I would leave it in the oven shorter time. For the pumpkin spice latte I will need espresso, which I will make in this mocha kettle. To each glass I will put 1 tablespoon of the pumpkin spice syrup, then put the hot milk, espresso and whipped cream.